Here's what went down at ReVival 82, live from Estadio Chevron in Tijuana, Mexico on February 13th, 2026. Angelica Brooks again tried to interview Brandon Youngblood, only to be interrupted by a mariachi band dressed as Heath. Keith Castle capped off a dominant victory over Felix Mullen with a Michinoku driver. Max Cale talked to Cancer Giles, Kirk the Sportshead, and Sonia Cuchilla. Sonia pleaded for the safe return of Blaze Claymore, but she made that plea to Blaze, not Max. Steve Harrison went missing, so Jack Marley took his place and defeated Todrick with the Chronic Lock. Big John Pepper called for Rip Van Winkle, the Anglo Luchador, to join him in the ring and take off his mask. Tal wouldn't take the disrespect to his mask, so instead he gave Pepper a huge chop across the chest. While the Red Army set their sights on the Alias title, Cancer Giles and Vicky Hull arrived. Cancer wanted his ship back, so Ivan made a deal. A win tonight means the return of the Bandit, but a loss means Cancer joins the Red Army. Tony Gamble easily handled his gladiators, the Lasagna Boys, but Steve Lemieux didn't do nearly as well against Power Slam Anubis. Gamble swept the events and won the Alias title. Danny Christie laid out Randall Schwartz with Left Hand Larry and scored the pinfall for his team. The Foot Soldiers hyped themselves up on Satan Jones's live stream, but they got a surprise guest, the goat bastard Resin, who tried to keep an army of enemigos from throwing him out of the building. Chris Roswell came off the top rope with the UFO to knock out the D and give the Foot Soldiers another mark in the win column. Kenny Freeman and Randall Schwartz crossed paths with Bobby Neptune, who quickly became worried about the tag team's interdimensional shenanigans. Things devolved until a challenge was made, Freeman versus Neptune at Culture Shock. After both men beat the absolute hell out of each other, Sage Pontiff shocked Hayes Hanlon with a small package and a surprise victory. Lindsay Troy announced the Squad Goals match for Culture Shock, with Cancer Giles and Brandon Youngblood as opposing captains. She followed that by accepting Dan Ryan's challenge for the pay-per-view event. Giles narrowly escaped with a win after pulling Chandler Sonda's tights on a roll-up. Kerry Kuriyama told Simon Tillier what it takes to compete for the 5-star title. Then Scott Hunter headbutted Tillier into oblivion. The Poor Horsemen did their best to pump up Rob Williams before the main event. It might have worked. In the main event, the Poor Horsemen and Vivictus quickly pushed the match into chaos, allowing Williams to lay out Kuriyama with a 5-star title and claim it for himself. That's all the action from ReVival 82, brought to you by Prime, #1 by definition.